I cannot even get past Marble Garden, or sorry, Marble Garden, that's Sonic 3. I can't get past Marble Zone on Sonic 3, okay? I suck. What am I saying? Is my lighting okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to Nixie Bobs. Should we just sit here and have a talk for 20 minutes? Because I always sit here with the premise that I'm gonna like have a really quick HangWoman and be really quick, and it never works out. I always end up here for like 20 odd minutes warbling and babbling on probably about crap. But a couple of you have been asking, going on to point number 1, because you guys know I try to do like 3 or 4 points on these things. People have been asking me, where is Thunderbirds our go? Well, that's a little bit of a complex answer. The first thing to discuss is the fact that I had never up until this year watched Game of Thrones all the way through. Don't judge me. I'd recorded every series. It had come on at Sky Atlantic again. I think post the end of the 7th series, was it the 7th? I started to go, alright, let's just find out what the damn fuss is about. So I recorded literally every season on our Skybox, and my brother kept coming up to me and going, when are you going to get rid of this? It's backing up. Bearing in mind, he's got like 88% left on his Skybox, and a few episodes of Game of Thrones, apparently the end of the world. I don't think we've ever actually gone below 49% on our Skybox, right? So I started to watch Series 1 and Series 2, and the thing is, and you'll laugh when I say this, some of you might agree, the thing is, in the earlier series, is there's so many characters that I'm just sitting there going, I can't keep up. There's too many people. But then as people start dying, you kind of get into it that little bit more. As people die, you're like, okay, now I know what's going on a little bit more. It's like I've suddenly realised it took me up until about series 4 or 5 to work out who Sandor Clegane actually was. That he was actually in, like, Westeros with, is it Westeros? King's Landing with Sansa, and he rescued... It's all little bits like that where you're like, I've forgotten about that. Oh yeah, that's that one. Oh yeah, that's him. And there were just too many people, and it got to the point where I'd worked my way through, and it got to series 3, and I was thinking, I'm just not on board with this yet. And then Jaime Lannister got his hand cut off, and then I sat there and went, I gotta watch the next one. That was literally my reaction. I just sat there, watched the hand. By the way, spoilers, that was a tangent, guys, that's going somewhere. So essentially, we'd done pretty much the first episode of TBAG, and then I watched that moment, and then my mornings and my days, up until the point of going to work, were literally consumed by watching Game of Thrones. I would get up and go, I've got to watch Thrones. I would get ready for work, I've got to watch Thrones. I would get my lunch, I've got to watch Thrones. It was literally full on for weeks. Bits of it that I really do want to talk about, because I mean, I feel like I've missed a trick with it. Yet I can see it's a bit of a geek's paradise, really. Something like Game of Thrones. All the characters are so wonderful. That was why. There was also another couple of points going into TBAG where I sat there, and I have my moment. I've discussed this with you guys before if you've been here with Thunderbirds. I sit there and go, oh. And I have that down moment of, oh. And also, there's a lot personally going on with me. I have no issues. It is not with me personally. Can I just say there's just things going on in my life right now. And I guess for me, it's this feeling, I can't tell you what's going on. There's something going on around me, but it doesn't involve me, if that makes any sense to you guys. But it's hard because I don't think I've dealt with what's happening, and I think when I do, I'll have a downpour day. But also, I'm left with these strange feelings of having trusted someone and regretting that decision, and knowing you're going to regret letting that person in. Especially me, when I'm as guarded and as kind of, I set up a lot of walls. I don't let a lot of people into my personal space. My best friend will attest to that. But I'm not going to get emotional doing this, guys. But I let someone in, and they've turned out to basically abandon me. And I'm not going to say any more on the matter, but that was hindering. At the time, that was just starting to happen, and we're at a completely different point with it now. But I was sat there kind of... It does knock you for six when something like that happens, but it's almost abandonment in a way, by someone you never expected it from. And because it was happening right at the time with TBAG, I think I just invested myself more in Thrones and less in that. And I also kind of got to the point of sitting there going, does anybody really want to see me do this? You know, do I really want to keep doing this myself? I kind of had that clouded judgment type moment where I kind of lost interest in a little bit of it. I think I don't know whether the Chaos Crew didn't help in the matter, but I mean, come on guys, I don't want Transman Mully in my series. And it became a thing of, I really don't want to do this right now. Now we know, or it's the rumour on the street, guys, is that TBAG is not going to be back until 2019. They've infamously said that it takes literally an entire year to get from storyboard to screen with a TBAG episode. So if that's the case, we've had, what, 9 Thunderbirds episodes? Correct me if I'm wrong there, please, people. In reality, me not having done it yet is something of a blessing in disguise, because I'm not going to be sat here for 9 months going, well, come on. It means that I can probably start doing one with you guys a month and ration it down, which, as I say, all right, I know I've let a few of you guys down with not doing it, and I'm sorry about that. It was down to a lot of things going on. But as well as that, as I always say this to you guys, it's easy for me to pick up this and sit here and review it. It's a lot more complex to sit there and discuss a TBAG episode. You've got to watch it, you've got to analyse it, you've got to write notes. It's more of a process. I can sit here and put on makeup and babble, and also rationing them down and now having this little select bit of season 3 to go through. It means that I'm going to be able to possibly investigate it a little bit further, go a bit more in depth, probably do just a little bit more than I was doing, because essentially when I get them out, you're trying to get them out. It's a lot like getting a Look Fantastic box and wanting to get it out as soon as you humanly can. You kind of want to get it out basically so that you can be one of the first ones that has it out. It's not that much different with TBAG. So in a sense, I've been trying to cut it down and cut it down and cut it down for a long, long time, just so I can literally get it on, it's reviewed, we've watched it, here it is, see you later. And getting to sort of sit back a little bit with them, probably going to be a little bit nicer for me and for you. I'm really sorry they're not there. They will come, but we're just going to sort of go slowly. I mean, it's only June, guys. You know, if we've got until next year, it could be April next year, it could be January next year. They could be lying and put it back on in November. Let's just wait and see. The other thing that's happened recently is I got totally and utterly hooked on Twitch. As a viewer, I can't play games for anything. I suck. I can't even get past Marble Zone on Sonic 1. I die. Alright, I've normally died twice before the end of Green Hill. I would love to be able to play games. It's literally in my birthday week in September, I should have a week off work, and it's literally going to be one of my missions to get my Mega Drive, my little, I don't know if it's a 16 or a 32-bit that's in this cupboard behind me here, get it out and literally beat the game. It is one of my missions, and I'm determined to do it. Literally determined to do it. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it work. Years ago, I never won a Pokemon game. Like, I'm generation 1 of Pokemon, guys. I played red, I played blue, I played yellow. I had the original Game Boy with the green screen and the little black lines of human beings running around with a Pikachu that followed you. That was yellow. And I never won a Pokemon game until I was in my 20s. And I remember sitting right here on a different bed, but I was sat right here. And I remember the moment when I was playing the Pokemon League, and it got to the point where I realised I couldn't die anymore. I was like, I've won! I've never won! I remember jumping. Like, I was so excited. And that took me, you remember when they redid the game and they made it all colourful and all different and all wow? That first game, I've got it on my DS somewhere. But Twitch, for me, it's a really nice environment, and it's really strange. But I love being on there. I love watching gameplay. I can't necessarily do gameplay, but it's like I give people the game and go, you play it and I'll watch. That's what it's like for me, guys. All right, you could think I'm weird for doing it, but literally I'm just haunting Twitch right now, quite unhealthily so. Especially with Sonic Mania Plus coming, and then the new Tomb Raider game. I can barely keep my Sims alive, guys. I've not actually been to see my little Sims 4 family that I created for like a month, and I was really getting into them. I was like, right, she's at the top of her game. Totally didn't cheat to get there. No, I didn't actually. Not with my lady as a chef, and I didn't cheat to get that. I cheated it with her husband just because I wanted the money. I just married her to someone, basically. She was a loner, and I was like, right, you just need some company. Here's the first one, you can marry him. But Sims 4, guys, come on. Sims 4 Season's coming out, actually. That looks really fun. That I will play, just not on Twitch, because I've no idea how to broadcast on Twitch. The other side of it, guys, the other side of things right now is I feel like I'm running out of ideas a little bit. Like I want to do something that's new and something a bit fresh. A friend of mine made a suggestion. There's a lot of reactions videos going on at the minute. And I was trying to think about maybe reacting to music that I would never ever listen to in a billion years. Like anything on Kiss. No offense, Kiss, you're just not my cup of tea. I don't drink tea. I drink milk, apparently. Stuff like that. I mean, I've got a lot of time for Christina Aguilera, and her album has just come out. And I haven't actually, beyond Fall in Line, which, by the way, is just, I love it. I feel like I could make a story out of that video. It's funny with me, I either go to really hard metal and rock, or I just listen to the most poppest thing in the world. That's if I like anything current, it's like Camila Cabello's not Havana. I didn't like that very much. It wasn't really catchy. Never Be the Same. That one, because it's just a little pop tune, completely stuck inside my head. Really pretty song as well. But things like that, I just sat there and I thought, well, it'd be funny if you got someone who didn't like this music to listen to it, because basically I don't like a lot of current pop music because it is so overtly sexual that it kind of offends me, and I'm in my 20s, so I can understand why parents don't like their kids listening to it. So I'm also very prudish, guys. Don't judge the asexual here. But let me know if you'd like to see that, and I will see if I can work it for you. And you know what the one thing I never ever told you guys about was my eye injury. So I'm going to show you some images right here. Or did I tell you? Well, we're going to discuss it again, guys, okay? I was working out, and it was just after I'd injured my ankle. So I couldn't get up, I couldn't do any jumping, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get on the stepper of doom, as it's now called. I sat there, and the stepper in question has got 2 tension straps, so you can use your arms to do this with it and like tone up your arms and that. And I thought, well, I can sit down and just hold my legs on the stepper and just pull the tension straps. That's surely just going to be just as normal as doing it on the stepper, just without doing it on the stepper. So that was working, so I was doing some stretches with it and carrying on as usual, and then one of them pinged out of its hole and smacked me in the face. Most specifically, the eye. I'm very, very lucky. I mean, you'll see how awful it was, this eye. I'm very lucky it was not worse. I mean, it hit me here, and I've got some shadow over it, but literally I have a scar right about here-ish. I don't know if you guys can see there. I'm very lucky that it was not lower, otherwise I could have no eye right now. I don't know how it happened. Something like that should be very, very safe. It was not. But the funny thing was that it was oddly perfectly placed bruising. Although my eye did close in a bit, and it hurt like a bitch, guys. It was so sore. Like, I was filling in my eyebrow, and then I was making up this eye to match this eye. I had all my blues and my purples out from my Urban Decay. I was like, right, come on, let's just make up, just try and match. And it did hurt a lot. It was very painful. I've had like moments where I replay what happened in my head, because I just started bleeding. And you know what? In the shock from it, you know what my reaction was? Go to the pharmacist. And I look back on it now and I just go, why did I do that? I did end up going up the doctor's just to get it checked out, because I thought that the injury was quite deep. He assured me that it wasn't, and I was okay. And it has healed relatively well. I've got no lasting, apart from the fact that obviously I've now got that scar, which isn't bothering me, guys. I've got scars everywhere. I have stretch mark scars. You should not be bothered by a little mark on your body like that. Like, I've got a scar under my chin from where I was stamped on by 2 children on a holiday in Greece 20 years ago. True story. I've got a chickenpox scar on my head. I've got a couple of scars on my arms from various things. I've got one on my leg from falling down a drain when I was 12. That's also a true story for another time. Very slightly funny. I got the day off school for it though. I came on camera with the eye, because the thing is, I've always said I'm not afraid to show you who I am inside and outside of makeup, and that's a very important thing. But I've had moments where I sit there and replay it, and I almost end up scaring myself. Because the thing is, if that strap had whacked me, as I say, millimetres lower, I could have had a detached retina, I could have lost the eye, I could have done something way, way worse. And I'm actually scared of that stepper now. Like, I won't go on it for anything. When you look at the injury now and you see the photos, but then it's like the bruise that I got many months ago that I still can't talk about. That, at the time, I didn't realise how bad that bruise was until I looked back on the photos months later and went, oh crap, that was actually awful, wasn't it? Just remind me, I used to have a lump on the back of my leg from that. I wonder if it's still there. Forgotten about that. Now we've had this nice little court, guys. I'm trying to end up doing 2 videos closer to the end of the week, because it's easier for me to edit on a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday, rather than try and rush through it during the week, because my days are weird. I have the morning, but then I do things in the morning, and then I go out. Oh, That was what I was going to discuss with you guys. And then I go to work, and then when I come back it's late, so you just go to bed. So basically all your days go. That was what I was going to discuss with you guys. In terms of what I should do on this channel, I'm actually doing a wedding cake this time next month. It's my best friend's wedding cake. I'm not scared at all. I'm kidding, I'm terrified. There's so much pressure. There's literally so much pressure about doing this. It's insane. I'm literally like that. It's one of those things in life where you can't get it wrong. You can't. I can't muck it up for her, and I won't muck it up for you, by the way, if you're watching. But I was thinking about doing wedding cake diary. If you guys want to see that, I think that will be a fun little video to do. And also maybe it could be like a little bit of a daily series leading up to being there. I am also on bridesmaid duty that day. On the back wall here, I've got actually a couple of things relating to the wedding that have been up there since she gave them to me. And they're little, I try and use this wall to basically, it's got all my ticket stubs on it and that. But that's everything, guys. I'm going to stop mumbling because I could go on for hours yapping. I don't know, I can't even say, you know, react to this in any way. Just comment if you want, you don't have to. And let me know if there's anything you actually do want to see me do, because I don't really know. I'm kind of opening out to you guys. If not, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what you want to do. I'd love to have more friends on the channel. I feel like we've got stuck at 8 something at the minute. I want to go up. Come on, help. I will see everyone again. Bye.